You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
We are giving up for Senior Bowl talk, draft talk, while other teams are giving up for the Super Bowl. That is the way of the land when you don't make the playoffs and don't reach the promised land. But Time Dolphins always have you covered for what's relevant and topical in the world of Dolphins fandom. As always, to discuss life and the Dolphins with me is Charlie Touche. Charlie, tell everyone what time it is.
It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touche. Got my co-host, Kadeem Simmons, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast, and official affiliates of Fanatics, where you could be a fanatic of your favorite franchise. Shout out to Kadeem for trying to go over our Fanatic sponsor, dropping stuff on his side of the microphone. What's going on, Kadeem?
I didn't do anything. I was on mute.
Oh, okay. You know who it was then? It must have been the guest that we got on the episode. You feel me? We're going to be talking draft prospects on this episode, and it's draft season. Unfortunately, the Miami Dolphins are not in the Super Bowl, so we don't have no Dolphin content for, we're still in it type stuff. But listen, man, we got this guest, Kadeem, and we're just going to bring him in. It's first time on Go Time Dolphins, new GTD affiliate, touchdown with Doug Smith. Doug Smith, what's happening, bro?
Man, what's good, my brothers? Dude, so blessed to be here with you guys, fellowshipping. Lifelong Fin fan, and I've been a fan of you guys' show for many years, bro. So many came and went, but only the true Dolphins fans are still around, man. So here we are, man. So blessed to be here.
We appreciate you, bro. Like, for sure. Likewise, I need to do something with the setup, bro. Kadeem, we need a setup. You know what I'm saying? People come on our episode, on our show, they got lights and stuff. The background be kind of glitz. I'm like, yo, we need to do something, Kadeem.
I'm literally in the process of building an entire podcast room, which my son is going to take over in a year. So listen, the way things worked out, I have this dope podcast studio, all this kind of stuff, and then I've got a wife and baby on the way. So unfortunate, but yeah, Doug, yourself and I have conversed on social media for years. I'm always in your videos, all your draft prospects and stuff like that. So this collab is long overdue. Got a few comments quickly. Max says, "What's up, touchdown, Doug?" He first of all said, "Sup, Kadeem, Charlie, and chat." And then Robert Ashton said, "Hi guys, how's it going? Best of the GTD live and the Panther on an hour result." IMAX says, "Hit the like button." So yeah, guys, if you're new here or you're old here, coming over from the touchdown with Doug Smith, hit the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff.
Hey, Doug, bro, before we get started, tell everybody where they can find you. Although Kadeem just said it, let's get it out the way early so that someone don't have to be like, oh, I don't want to stick around to the end of the episode to find out where I can find Doug. Yeah. So let's hear it from you. Where can they find you?
That's love, man. Thank you so much. And again, super long overdue. So blessed. I got to get y'all on my platform here as well, too.
For sure.
Check me out on YouTube. That's where predominantly most of my base is. YouTube, The Touchdown with Doug Smith. It's kind of long, but The Touchdown with Doug Smith. Twitter, I'm just at Touchdown Doug. And then Instagram, The Touchdown with Doug Smith, spelled out. So if you love draft talk, man, from the end of November, early December, I get into it super early. This year I got to go to the Hula Bowl in person, reporting there, doing live media work with the players, and then also did the Tropical Bowl too. And I've been following this Reese Senior Bowl like a hawk, and man, is it good. So yeah, check me out. I'm a Dolphins fan, but I do cover all 32 NFL teams throughout the regular season. But yeah, late November, it's all draft season from there.
Bro, so every season, Doug, I do this thing, Touche's 24, and it's players that are not necessarily known by the general pop, You know what I'm saying? By Gym Pop. I'm talking like I'm locked up with a celly right now. You know what I'm saying? but listen, it's the average football fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kadeem, hold on. Kadeem, what movie is that? You want your cornbread? What movie is that, Kadeem?
That's two great comedians.
I'm gonna go with The Longest Yard.
Who?
The Longest Yard.
Nah, man, get the reference counter up. Get the movie reference counter up. Yeah, that's an L. That's an L, bro.
It's called Life.
That's Life, Kadeem.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, rest in peace. You feel me? Yeah. Martin Lawrence. It was a gang of people on that. Hold on, let's get the counter up though, because we got to tally it up. Kadeem was on the roll. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing too good right now. So yeah, man. So Doug, bro, I do Touche's 24 every year.
Yeah.
And I usually wait till the end of the season because I'm locked in on the season. I can't split my time with the season of my Dolphins and then prospects and then my actual job, right? Maybe one day when Fanatics says, hey, we're gonna bless you guys even more, I'll be like, yeah, thank you, Fanatics. We appreciate that. Now I can focus even more. You feel me? But for now, I have to have multiple sources of income. That being said, I have not disclosed my Touche's 24, and it's still being like put together. It's in the process. But I will tip it real quick because since we're on the topic, we're talking about Senior Bowl, Hula Bowl, Tropical Bowl. There's one prospect that I believe he's going to make the Touche's 24.
Okay.
And I'm looking at this dude, and I'm like, I think we got something here. I think we got something here, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, not only do I think he's a legitimate prospect, he also might fit into what the Dolphins want to bring it back to Go Time Dolphins. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about Jackson Dart?
Yes, I could talk a lot about Jackson Dart, man. Jackson Dart is dope, man. In my opinion, he is. In my opinion, he's a third, maybe the second best quarterback in this year's draft. But time will tell when it comes to that, right? Mm-hmm. For me personally, it's Cam Ward, not just because I'm a huge Canes fan, but man, like he is. Jackson Dart is amazing. His pocket presence, I have him and Shador being neck and neck, like right there. Like those guys are like true pocket QBs. I love seeing him in the play action. I like him more in the play action than I do Shador Sanders. Jackson Dart will sometimes make a Kirk Cousins type decision. But what I love about him, what Kirk Cousins necessarily can't do is put the team on his back, right? We want to try to stay away from Kirk Cousins. Those guys are money pits. It's like the beautiful car that you once had. We keep pouring money into it just for it to die on you later. We don't want no Phillip Rivers. We want to stay away from that. Jackson Dart, I don't think has that issue. I think that's a guy who can put his team on the back. Though he'll make mistakes, he still needs to take and polish up a few things. That's a quarterback that I really like a lot. He's so hyped up. He's actually at the Reese Senior Bowl right now. He threw a little 5-yard pass and people are losing their mind. But he has a very tight spiral, and it's not just because he has a cool name, Dart. He actually delivers darts.
That's what's up. What you got, Kadeem?
Well, I was going to say, mention the Senior Bowl, and there's been a few like viral clips that I've done around the past few days. But what is it about Jackson Dart? And if he's your like QB2, is he worth the Dolphins taking in the second round? Does he make the third round? Does he even come out the first round? Like, where are you right now, be it end of January? What's your, I guess, draft round for Jackson Dart?
Great question. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of sharks in the top 10, and I don't see Jackson Dart making it past number 7. I just don't. I don't see it happening, man. I would love if that happens. Dolphins get a quarterback. But let's be real. Tua with his injuries, like we need to start kind of preparing for the future. And he's made a decision. He ain't leaving. Like they're gonna have to trade this guy eventually, and that ain't happening anytime soon. So, but having a backup, I think, is very important. There's a few names I do want to take and bring up. Okay, the first one I saw in person at the Tropical Bowl. This is crazy. This has never happened before. His name is Taylor Elgersma from Laurier College or Laurier University. It's in Canada. He was at the Tropical Bowl. He's a 6'6". I want to say it's about 220-pound quarterback. He did this at the Tropical Bowl and gets elevated all the way to the Reese Senior Bowl. He's there right now at the Reese Senior Bowl.
Okay.
when I was there, NFL teams were lining up to meet with this guy. The Giants were trying to hog him all to himself. Like he was there. He did like a 30-minute interview with the New York Giants. Also as well, Dolphins met with him as well too. I did see we had a total of 3 scouts at the Tropical Bowl. For those who are not familiar with the Tropical Bowl, it is a lot of draft gems. But every year a few of those guys get drafted. A lot of them go to camp and so forth. But for someone to go from Tropical Bowl all the way to the Reese's Senior Bowl, you got to be a major, major talent. And never, ever has there ever been a situation where you have a quarterback from Canada ever in the Reese's Senior Bowl. First time ever. So that's a guy to watch out for. Also, the quarterback from Syracuse. That guy is a scrappy dude, probably a better version of Gardner Minshew. There are quarterbacks in this draft. Also, the quarterback from North Dakota State University. These are guys who are going to be hanging around day 3 so we can properly build up this O-line because, we hurt him. So,
man, so you mentioned the Tropical Bowl. I was going to ask, you've been to the Tropical Bowl. You were at the Hula Bowl. Yeah. What else did you see from the Hula Bowl and the Tropical Bowl?
All right, so I'll start with the Hula Bowl first. That's the first one that I attended here. So Hula Bowl's dope. The Hula Bowl, every year they'll have approximately 20 people get drafted, not including undrafted free agents. So it's filled with people who are going to be on NFL rosters. The Division II guys came to play. It's crazy. There's a guy from Carson Newman. He got the defensive MVP of the game. Division II. Yeah. I mean, he balled out, man. He's a defensive back, again, coming from Carson Newman. He did his thing. Also, as well, there's a tight end from Towson. He balled out so much. He ended up taking and going to the I have his name right here. I'm pulling up right now. Carter Runyon. He's listed at 6'4". No, when I saw him, he's a good 6'5", 6'6". He's a tight end who could probably run a 4.5 40. This dude is huge. He's a great physical blocker, and if you get him in open space, he's going to be a pain in the you-know-what to bring down. Again, another Division II guy, made a lot of racket, and he got called up to the East-West Shrine Bowl from the Hula Bowl. Huge opportunity there. I want to talk about D tackles. It was Sack City. Yeah, it was Sack City. The O-line play was not necessarily the best. Huge shout to Ricky Barber. So this is an opportunity for the Dolphins to get better at the defensive tackle position on the defensive side of the ball in the trenches. Ricky Barber's from UCF. Y'all, he could have went in the late second, early third round last year. He decided to stay another year, and he ended up getting a sack at the game. Another guy is I interviewed Ricky. I also had a full 20-minute interview with Xavier Carlton out of Cal. Y'all, TFLs, forced fumbles. He is 6'6". He mirrors his game after Julius Peppers, and he had 2 sacks in the Hula Bowl. This cat he's going places. He could go as high as second round. He could slide all the way down to 5th round. He should have been called up to the Reese's Senior Bowl. I don't know why he wasn't. That was a drop on their end, but no diss to them, but that's just what it is. Also as well, the running backs. Let's talk running backs. There's a guy named Mario Anderson. I don't want to misquote this. He's coming out of Memphis. 18 touchdowns, y'all. 5'8".
From Memphis.
University of Memphis, yes. They're called the Tigers, and he runs like a tiger, y'all. He is a dog, man, and he is a 4-down back. Could he fit in the community? Sure, but you're gonna phase out those other people in the community. He is that guy. So yeah, he did his thing. Not a whole lot of deep passes. Kicking was trash in both the Hula Bowl and the Tropical Bowl. I didn't see no kickers that I liked whatsoever.
So how you feel about Jason Sanders?
Oh, you gotta go, man. You gotta go.
Really? You done with him? Yeah,
I can't be optimistic with a kicker. I can't be optimistic with a kicker, man. That's like he just can't help himself. You know what I mean? He got more anxiety than the Commanders kicker. I just cannot do it, man. So
how you feel about that, Kadeem?
There's a comment from IMAX to get to in a sec. It's his first time here. He doesn't know where the glasses are yet, so I can't really say too much because I don't want to kick him out of the house, then he can't come back. But yeah, it's the Jason Sanders. I think, listen, I totally get where you're coming from. If it's like between 35 and 50, I'm like, yeah, got this. If it's 50 plus or like below 20, I'm like a bit nervous. But I also think, I mean, Charlie have had this conversation. I feel like there's not many kickers you can turn around and say that they're automatic. Like now that Justin Tucker declining, it's like, okay,
Brandon
who's the
Aubrey's
next guy?
automatic. Brandon Aubrey
We had this conversation, and
he's
it's not.
automatic, bro.
But no, we literally had the conversation when you said
from
it.
Past over 60 yards. He's hitting from 60 plus yards, bro, on a regular.
He's hitting from like 20 and below.
Bro, I think he missed like 2-3 kicks total the whole season. That's
cool, so
automatic.
So he's not automatic. It's not automatic. That is the opposite of automatic.
No kicker is perfect, but he's automatic, bro. That you can. All right,
but then Jason Sanders is automatic.
No, but Jason
Sanders is also.
But Jason, but I don't know what I'm gonna get from Jason Sanders. So if you don't know, Doug, like, look, I'm on one side. I'm done with Jason Sanders. I'm like, look, I don't know what I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? I can't have a flip a coin moment with Jason Sanders. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like when we beat Dallas, I'm like, oh, we might beat Dallas. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to the playoffs. He hit it. I'm like, I didn't know what we were gonna get. You feel me? And that was like a 30-yard field goal. So nah, man, I think I'm done with Jason Sanders. I think apparently Kadeem's on the other side of it. I don't know, man. I think kickers should wear Ks and punters should wear Ps and not take a number away from a roster position. That's what I think.
So very, very quickly, I'm looking at Ian right now. 2024 kicking regular season, Brandon Aubrey had a field goal percentage of 85.1%.
Hey, bro, why are we talking about kickers on the podcast, though, man? Like,
because G brought this up. So
you brought it up. We talking about kickers.
Brandon Aubrey is 80.1%, and Jason Sanders is 90.2%. But Brandon Aubrey is automatic. We will do this another time.
You might have me on that, but hey, Brandon, how many 60 plus yard field goals Brandon Aubrey got?
We're talking and we're doing this. They've got 50 plus, 60, 50 plus. He was 14 from 17 this year.
14 from 17. We're done. We're done with this conversation.
And his longest was
is not Brandon Aubrey. Just know that.
Jason Sanders from 50 plus this year was 12 from 14.
All right.
So he missed 2.
Done. Hey, Doug, get accountable, bro. I'm done with Sanders too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's fine. I think the argument, but we can circle back in bonus time.
Yeah,
Doug, you mentioned Senior Bowl, and one person who is the talk of social media today, Mike Green, with that. And if you haven't seen it, we will tweet it out. Mike Green made himself some money today. Talk to us about Mike.
He just became a first-round draft pick is what happened. All right, I heard about Mike Green. Shout out to the Sports Dude Hines show. He has a Cincinnati Bengals show. He's a lifelong Marshall fan, so he told me to keep an eye out for this Mike Green fellow. I'm like, okay, I'll check him out. I watched the highlights, bro. I was calling Marshall University trying to get in touch with their media department to try to get him on the show. I never heard back. So there is that. Mike Green, he tosses a starting left tackle for Oregon. For those who know, Oregon has one of the best O-lines in all of college football. Mike Green, he'll be gone by 25, in my opinion. In my opinion, he'll be gone by 25. And don't be surprised if he gets a Defensive Player of the Game award at the Reese's Senior Bowl this week. So, yeah, Mike Green fan right here. Another guy I want to take and bring up, too. He was top 10 in pressures. He's also at the Reese's Senior Bowl. And please forgive me in advance if I misspell his name. It's from Boston College, the defensive lineman, Donovan Ezuraku. This guy is a dog, man. I mean, he is if you like Mike Green, you'll like him too. I would say he's probably made a little bit of a quicker version of Mike Green. Mike Green is just pure power. And I don't know where it comes from, bro, but that guy, dog. Another edge rush you want to look out for is Shamar Stewart from Texas A&M. He has pretty good stats as well, too, but, man, just pure power. And when you're looking at he's looking like a speed guy. But he could beat you straight up forward. He could blow back that guy, who's 310 pounds and knock you back and get to the quarterback. And he has the moves to do it. So far, though, Mike Green is my favorite edge rusher, though. Huge fan.
Yeah. I felt bad for the Oregon, the Oregon O lineman, bro. I like, dang, bro, that's a terrible rep. And he got up. It was just embarrassing. The way he got up, I like, oh man, this is bad for the game. But hey, you're gonna make some money too, so I'm not too mad at it. For sure.
Yeah. Can win every rep, the way I see it, But.
one more thing from me, because I know you got to go soon. An offensive lineman who was doing the rounds, and I think has even spent some time with the Dolphins coach who was down there, is Gray Zabel. So like he's one who is really improving his draft stock as the day goes on. What do you know about Gray Zabel and your thoughts on him so far?
Yeah, that's a guy who is going to he's going places. When he goes on the Dolphins, I don't know. But when I hear that he's working directly with the Dolphins O-line coach, it's certainly really encouraging. North Dakota State, I love that division. I think they're called the Missouri Valley Conference or something like that. There's a lot of good football players coming out of that for sure. But when it takes and comes to him, he's very good. But the guy who caught my eye today, Willie Lampkin, guard out of UNC. When I see him, he does this little move, and when he grabs you by the shoulder pads and pulls you down, and you face plant like you just went off of a diving board, except you didn't go into a pool. You went into the turf, and that's what he's doing. He's burying these cats in the turf. He is belly flopping on you and crawling over you. He's that guy. He is that guy, man. So he's probably my favorite offensive lineman. Could he play tackle? That I'm not sure. But when it comes to the guard position, I love it, man. I would love for him to be a Dolphin.
Hey, Doug, before you get out of here, I know we're about to get into bonus time. You got to get up out of here. Just tell everybody again where they can find you. We appreciate you coming through, but tell everybody where they can find you one more time.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much again for this privilege and opportunity. It truly is a privilege. Again, my show is called The Touchdown with Doug Smith. It is on YouTube. I got, I think, just under 150 NFL draft prospect interviews as well, too. I do them both live and virtually as well. So if you want to learn about some of your favorite players, draft gems, fun fact about me, even guys like Jalen Coker, before he's catching touchdowns for Bryce Young, I was the first person to ever interview him. You know what I mean? So when I dig, I truly dig. And then I'm a huge Dolphins fan, but I do cover the whole league. But check me out, The Touchdown with Doug Smith on YouTube. Also as well, Twitter. My handle is actually on the screen right now, @TouchdownDoug. Or if Instagram is your forte, check me out, The Touchdown with Doug Smith, all the way spelled out. It's me.
Hey, we appreciate you, bro. You got anything before we get out of here, Kadeem?
Doug, I got my control here. I'm ready for some Madden or college football. Like, again, I'm nothing these sticks. So, listen, I'm just giving you a shout, but no, thank you so much for coming on. Like I said, it's long overdue. And I know you really did fit us in today. So, great appreciated. Can't wait to be back on. Can't wait to jump on your channel. And yeah, I can only second what he said. Check out your channel. So many draft prospects, so much news, just a really good, awesome. Also, if you're already subscribed, leave a like, tell them Go Time Dolphins and you, let's continue to collaborate in this community.
Yes, sir. Very blessed, guys. Thank you so much, y'all.
Yeah, no doubt. We getting up out of here. Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive, test negative. For Kadeem Simmons and Doug Smith, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time.
And then there were two. Again, appreciate Doug. Thank you for checking in with us. We have a few comments. Apologies, we didn't get them during the show. We were just caught up in draft stuff. So
Kadeem, bro, when we gonna fix up the background and stuff like that, like, cause Doug had it pretty, you know what I'm saying, the razzle dazzle.
For me, it's going to be within the next 2 months. Within the next 2 months, once I've moved, I'm going to have for at least a year, an actual background, which I can be proud of. You've got the stadium, so like you're doing your thing. That's all I'm saying.
I'm be real. This right here is just temporary for me. Like I want to do better. Be better. You know what I'm saying? I want to be better. So this is really just temporary for me. But I'm gonna clean it up a little bit too.
One thing I will say, if you're a Patreon subscriber, you have a conversation about kind of like the origins of the podcast and how Charlie once Charlie had made his selection in the 6th round, picked up Kadeem Simmons, podcast co-host from London, UK. Go back and forth when we're going to start. Part of the reason was wanting it to be perfect, having the setup, the mic, the cameras, and other mic. It's week 1. Let's just start. And obviously, over time, I've been 3 different locations. Charlie being different locations. So I feel like the next season, like the 2025 season, is when you're really going to start seeing the backgrounds, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's shout out to Doug coming into our house and showing up our setting. Like, I ain't forgetting that.
But I think IMAX just had a comment. I don't know where you were going, Kadeem, but IMAX had a comment about Jalen Milroe. I got some stuff to say about Milroe, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know where are you going with this, Kadeem? Because if we got time to talk Milroe, we can.
So look, I've got time. I'm just going to go through a few other comments because he had some Bernie Mac, Ida Pappy from Life. Robert Ashton said Touche's 24 and the QB episode 2 highlights of the off season. Banana said afternoon, and then once again asked if we've cut Tua. And the one thing I'm interested in is IMAX said my cousin was a DC for them a few years ago, and I think he was talking about
Memphis.
If it wasn't Memphis, yeah. So love to know who your cousin is IMAX. But yeah, Jason Milroe, for those who don't know, he did come out today being Wednesday? Wednesday. And said that he spent time with the Dolphins. Trying to find his exact quote. So bear me 2 seconds, but I find that quote. Let me know your thoughts on Charlie.
On Jalen Milroe?
Yeah.
Listen, bro. There were quarterbacks that I would watch and I'd be like, there's no way this dude is going to pan out. And I'll give you the biggest example, which was Lamar Jackson couldn't throw a screen pass. His first season was terrible, was just trash. Couldn't throw the ball at all. And then he had to, not bad for a quarterback, you know what I'm saying, which was cool. And then we all seen now he's become the 3-time MVP, worked on his craft, and now he's a decent passer. Another one, Josh Allen, trash, and then worked on his passing. Like, he wasn't just the trash quarterback. He always was able to run the ball, but at the same time, everybody see that Josh Allen's passing has improved. I was not in on Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels probably the best young young quarterback in the league right now, bro. So it can be fixed. You can work on your craft and you can hone in and become something. But I don't see Jalen Milroe dicing nobody up, bro. Like I don't. When I seen him at Bama, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. This dude cannot do it. I hate to invoke the name, bro. And I forgot his name because he's not that important. What's that quarterback, bro? What's the quarterback? Malik Willis. He reminded me of Malik Willis, dog. Yo, this is Malik Willis all over again, except he runs like Josh Allen. Like, Jalen Milroe runs like Josh Allen and is faster than Josh Allen and is a better runner than Josh Allen. But his passing needs to be worked on. And I can't trust that, bro. So IMAX mentioned him. I'll be honest with you, like, I'll be very apprehensive of Jalen Milroe. I would not like it if he came to the Dolphins. Yes, he could get better. Yes, he can improve. I don't know the Dolphins are the team to bring out the best in Jalen Milroe. Although everybody wants rushing quarterbacks, he will run the ball. He's not going to come and be Skylar Thompson 2.0 where he used to run the ball and he stopped running. Like, Jalen Milroe was going to get up out of there.
So shout out to Isaiah Smalls, a beat writer for the Miami Herald. He said, or he tweeted, I should say, sorry, that Milroe has had conversations with the Dolphins about their backup quarterback position. He said that the conversations went well. And then when asked if he could see himself in Miami, he responded by saying, definitely, whatever team that I'm blessed to be a part of, I'll utilize the opportunity. Dolphins have also spoken to Dylan Gabriel, the Oregon back, And he also had great conversations with the Dolphins about being a backup quarterback. So it seems like the Dolphins aren't hiding, chatting to quarterbacks, but making it clear you would come in and be a backup. And I think for anyone who is upset about that, in the nicest way possible, if you're picking a quarterback outside of the first round, I'll be generous to say the first round, he's coming in to be backup. But I guess overall, what do you make of the Dolphins, only talking to guys in the draft about being backups and guys who you would like to think would have to go in at the second or third round? I can't imagine Dylan Gabriel and Jalen Milroe make it past the third round.
So I don't want to progress a comment that I'm not sure about. Like, the Dolphins are telling people that they're going to be backups. I'm not sure about that, so I don't really want to progress that. At the same time, if that's the case, I don't agree with it, because you want someone to come in and compete. You feel me? And if that is the case, that's also bad, because like, I don't want Tua to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, we already did this. We paid you hundreds of millions of dollars. It's time to show up. So nah, I'm done with the stroking egos. And that's also why, like, yo, we need a backup like Justin Fields when he was available for pennies on the dollar or pennies on the pound, depending on where you are on the podcast. And yeah, I'm okay with that. Pay Tua, get him a backup. That's it. So in the draft, when you're talking about Dylan Gabriel and Jalen Milroe, I just don't see Jalen Milroe being a starter in the NFL. Dylan Gabriel actually has a chance. He's small. He's a smaller person. He's a smaller in stature quarterback. He's 5'10", I think, 200 pounds, but he's left-handed. And it's the funniest thing is his comp is Tua, and it's not because he's left-handed. Like that's his whole game. He was Tua, but not as proficient as Tua was with the thread and the needle and threading the ball. But he runs like Tua used to run back in the day before all the surgeries in Alabama. So his comp is really Tua. And I hate the fact that, when someone is left-handed, they get a left-handed comp. Like, it doesn't have to be like that. Or if someone is white, they get a white person comp. Like, nah, you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but in this case, Dylan Gabriel's comp is literally Tua. So when I was looking at a few quarterbacks, Dylan Gabriel, I can take him. Jalen Milroe has to be like a 5th or beyond round pick. You know what I'm saying? If Jalen Milroe ends up on the Dolphins, I hope it's because he ended up falling that far. And they're like, oh, we could take this guy who's going to run with his legs. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. And the name I invoked on the podcast who's going to be on my Two Shades 24 is Jackson Dart. I disagree, however, with our friend Doug Smith. He said he doesn't see him getting past out the top 10. Bro, Jackson Dart can go anywhere from 15 to 5th round. Like, truthfully, that's a little far. I ain't gonna lie. 5th round far. You know what I'm saying? But 15 to 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? So the jury's still out on Jackson Dart. From what I see from him, I like what he brings to the table, but Jackson Dart is going to be Tua when in the bad way. He's going to try to run over people. He's 6'2", 220, and he's going to try to run over everybody. I like Jackson Dart, but we need smarter quarterbacks. Like, bro, please protect yourself. You feel me? Because if we got the Jackson Dart, it's because Tua got hurt, and then Jackson Dart is going to come in and try to run you over. It's the truth. But I do like Jackson Dart. I like him a lot, honestly. So, but that's all I got on the quarterbacks.
So does IMAX. He is not a fan of Dylan Gabriel. Shout out to Rob. He said he left the party, but as always, Rob, thank you for joining us. What about Ashton 6? Full Kadeem was a successful UDFA. Either way, I'm here. Okay, I'm here. Like, it doesn't matter where we're drafted. I've outlasted everyone else. And also,
Kadeem, you're not a UDFA. You ain't a UDFA.
I just think I was
you got drafted though. You did get drafted. It was 6th round, but you got drafted though.
IMAX said Marvin Hunter. He
Hold
was
on,
on
hold
the
on.
team.
It's a Hall of Famer, by the way. Hall of Famer Kadeem Simmons. Like, yo, you Hall of Fame now, bro. We got some things under our belt now.
I appreciate that. IMAX said Marvin Hunter 99. He was on the team that beat Ole Miss for the first time in 50 years at that point. That game. That's dope. Shout out to your cousin Marvin Hunter. ETD, like you're part of the family as well. One thing about Jackson Dart, I will say, I think he's going to get so much buzz at the Senior Bowl. I don't think he's going to be able to make it on Touche 24. Not because he's bad.
I thought I was actually going to bring that up. I actually thought about that. Like, he might not be under the radar no more. He might get to the point where he's not under the radar, and then people will know about him. And it's like, well, everyone knew about Jackson Dart. I'm like, you didn't know about him until a month ago. You feel me? But yeah,
Jackson, especially on like my Twitter feed today, a lot of people are talking about Jackson Dart. It sounds like he's the best person or the best quarterback at the Senior Bowl. But yeah, it is what it is.
This give me shades of Jonathan Taylor. Actually, that's why Jonathan Taylor didn't make it on my Touche 24. He barely got too big. I'm like, dang. But everybody thought he had fumble problems and couldn't catch the ball, and nobody wanted him. And that's why I still kind of wanted to put him on Touche 24, but I didn't.
Yeah, we'll see. Obviously, stay tuned to see progress of Touche 4, and then the Touche 24 episode and stuff like that. What's something I feel like the Dolphins have or haven't. No, have we discussed the Dolphins special coordinator?
Man, your internet just took one. What happened?
Dolphins new special team coordinator.
Nah, we haven't.
We didn't. Off the top of your head, do you know his name?
I do not.
Craig Aukerman. Aukerman.
Where'd he come from?
So he came from Tennessee, and this is the contentious thing. So he got fired in 2023 from the Titans. Really bad special teams unit. Didn't work. Season just gone. Now he's in Miami. And Dolphins fans are not happy. Dolphin fans are never happy, but they were like, oh, he got fired from Tennessee. How could you take him? All this kind of stuff. And me, I really wanted to tweet, but you guys also wanted Mike Vrabel, who was fired from Tennessee. So it's clear that one guy from Tennessee is completely fine and the other guy's not. But shout out to affiliate of the podcast, Fins Extra, because he tweeted, and let me find the tweet very, very quickly. He tweeted the Titans special teams PFF grades under Craig Aukerman. So in 2018, they were 14th. In 2019, they were 11th. In 2020, they were 31st. In 2021, they were 11th. 2022, they were 2nd. And 2020, they were 8th. And then everyone was like, actually, maybe it's a really good hire. And you know what people are like. It's flip-flopping. So I think my overall consensus of my opinion of him is I didn't know the guy existed before the Dolphins hired him. And I'm not going to, throw my toys at the pram based on a unit that was bad as the Titans were, basically declining. So unless you really know special teams play and you knew who this guy was, in the nicest possible way, shut your mouth and see how things play out. That's just my opinion.
All right, so I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, I don't. It's like people just want the name brand stuff. They want name brand popular splashes in Miami all the time. That's what Miami is. Like, oh, big three. You know what I'm saying? We got LeBron. We got Alonzo Mourning. We got this person. We got that person. Like, yo, that's what Miami is. But did you just say throw your toys out the pram? The pram? What you said?
Yeah, throw your toys at the pram.
What is that?
Like,
is that some London stuff?
Oh, you call it a stroller, don't you? You call it a stroller. Yeah, we call it a pram or a buggy. Yeah, those are the three main words. Pram or buggy. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We do call them strollers, man. I ain't got nothing else. You got something before we get out of here?
If you haven't already, head over to our Patreon, subscribe. Might be a free gift in it for you. We have some big things coming over here, GTD, over the next 24 hours, but also the next week. I believe it is our awards show this time next week, if I'm correct.
Nah, yeah. Listen, I agree 100% before we get up out of here with Robert Ashton. Yo, it's about what this dude does. When he comes in, we according to what he does, that's what he gets judged by. You know what I'm saying? Like when he stands up for us or lays down, I call it out. That's it. I don't care who we hire. I just care how they perform. But yeah,
100%.
GTD Awards next week. We here already? Yeah, it is next week. GTD Awards next week. That's what's up. Damn, I can't wait.
Neither can I. And yeah, LB, first time in my life I heard the word pram. You not heard the word pram. But listen, that's for another day. Let us know in the comments what you call it: pram, buggy, stroller. If there's anything else, I know people in the UK in the north have some mad stuff. Once again, appreciate Touchdown with Doug Smith joining us on the show to talk Senior Bowl, Hula Bowl, Tropical Bowl, and prospects overall. And until the next time, we shall see you soon. Peace.